Hello, everybody, it's SLUSHIE, and welcome to the final Friday the 13th review. Today we'll be checking out Friday the 13th, 2009.
Did you know a young boy drowned here?
So, Friday the 13th, 2009 is the only one I have its own copy of. So, what do I think of this movie? Well, it's amazing. It's not my favorite. It's like my third favorite, just behind Jason Goes to Hell, Part 7, and then there's this. To be honest, the reason why this movie excels for me is because it has bits and pieces of all the films prior, at least the first four or so. So it has the part where Pamela gets killed, of course, like just like in the first film, the original film has the Baghead Jason as seen in the second film, and it has Jason getting his hockey mask as seen in the third film and all the films prior. So yeah, it essentially takes all the best parts of those movies and jams them into this remake, which honestly, it's one of the best remakes ever made simply because it's super faithful to the originals. And this movie gets a lot of shit, a lot of hate. I'll never understand it. This movie is like, what do you expect from a Friday the 13th film? I mean, this movie has everything the old ones do. So if you hate this movie, then you have to hate the old ones because this is literally the old ones jammed into one. Of course, with the modern technology and everything, and new actors and the modern devices like GPSs. But beyond that, I don't get how you can hate this movie. I'm sure you can maybe hate some characters like Trent. He's an asshole. I hate him. Everybody hates Trent unless you're one of those people who are like Trent. In that case, you probably love him. But if you do love him, then fuck you. Just kidding. Just kidding. Like what you like. The score in this movie is fantastic. Steve Jablonsky does the score, and honestly, it's up to par with Harry Manfredini's music. I think it's very suspenseful, very tension filled. Beginning to end, this movie is just fantastic. I can't think of anything I really hate about it, of course, besides Trent. He's an asshole. This movie has great kills, great blood. It's not over the top funny like Jason Takes Manhattan and Jason X, or over the top gory like Freddy vs. Jason. In fact, it's a perfect mix of everything. It has its funny parts where you're going to chuckle, especially with Chewie. He's a great character. He's hilarious. So he provides a lot of comedy. And to me, in horror movies, comedy works if you slip it in between scary moments. Like if you're like, oh, have a guy cracking jokes, and then Jason busts through the fucking window. It's like, holy shit. It works in that situation. Now, if you just have the whole movie comedy, you're not going to get me pulled in. But this movie divides the comedy perfectly. It's not even 50-50 comedy, 50-50 horror. I'd say it's just straight. Like, I'd say it's about 80% horror. The rest is a little bit of comedy. Maybe. It might even be 90% horror. But I just love this movie, dude. I'll never understand the hate. Derek Mears as Jason, a match meant to happen for sure. Like, he is one of my favorite Jasons, right next to Kane Hodder. As you guys know, Jason Goes to Hell and Part 7 are my favorites, which of course he played Jason in. But Derek Mears, I love his portrayal. He's like a survivalist. He knows how to live off the land. I mean, he runs in this movie, which is awesome. Walking across the balcony of this house and jumping down, it's like this guy is nuts. Like he's insanely freaky because it's like in the old ones you ran and you had a chance to get away, right? In this one you basically have no chance because he's super fast and he knows where he's going. He lives off Crystal Lake. He's been living there for a long time, just waiting for the opportunity to get some kills. He's one pissed off Jason and he doesn't play. So anyways, I can't gush enough about this movie. Marcus Nispel, the guy who also directed Texas Chainsaw Remake, he's a legend. I mean, he's tackled two major franchises and nailed them both. What do I think of Friday the 13th, 2009? I gotta say, man, I have no negatives for this. I love it. Get full like in its entirety, except for Trent. Of course, you're meant to hate him though, so I can't blame that on the movie. So this movie does get a solid 10 out of 10. I love it just as much as Friday the 13th Part 7, which is why I can't really change it higher because Part 7 got a 10 out of 10, this got a 10 out of 10, Jason Goes to Hell got a 20. Fuck the rating system because Jason Goes to Hell does not deserve a 10, it deserves a 20. And so that's this film. I hope you guys enjoyed this movie as much as I have. And hit like if you enjoyed this review, subscribe if you've not already, hit the bell to get notified anytime I make a video or stream. Keep up to date with the channel. There's always something crazy going on. And next, we're going to be tackling the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise, so stay tuned. Jason's arch nemesis coming soon in a review near you on YouTube. That's a bad outro, but see you then. Bye-bye.